I'm sitting here in the hot Louisiana, humid, 104 degrees. That's what they said it's gonna feel like. But I was sitting here, and I was just in prayer and just feeling and recognizing and just coming to be aware of Jesus, like that he's so present. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, I feel like the way that I've set up my porch here, I felt as though like he's sitting in the rocking chair next to me, and I'm having a conversation with Jesus on my back porch. It's so amazing because, like, he brings in he brings in nature. The birds follow him. Like, there was a little dove that just flew and was just walking on the concrete out there, and just birds I have not seen like that many birds at one time by my fence that I've been aware of and noticed. And there's a butterfly and a lizard, and I'm just like, it is a hot day, and where are all these animals coming from? And as I sit here on my back porch, praying and journaling and reading scriptures and using essential oils to connect, and just feeling and journaling, like, he tells us that he will be with us, his presence is with us. And do we believe that? Do we believe that he's sitting right next to us? You know, it's like, and my rocking chair's rocking. Is it the wind that's blowing? Is it the fan that's blowing? Possibly, most likely, probably. But he can sit there and move that chair if he chose to. And that's the thing, is that I know that, and I believe that, and I have faith in that. I mean, I know that. And I'm so grateful to know that. I'm so grateful to know him, to feel him so incredibly abundant in my life, where he's able to show me his miracles. Like, I see miracles. There are miracles happening around me right now, and I am so grateful, because he is a miracle worker. I was just in prayer, crying my eyes out, and I'm in so much gratitude, like, just asking for others healing, and for others just praying for others and lifting them up to God, and just surrendering them over, and like, I'm just so grateful that he is showing me differently today. That it's not about like my perfection, it's not about my doing, it's not about my performance, it's not about like, I've learned so, I have not understood. I've not understood. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my foundation. I'm so grateful for the understandings that I do have, and for the path that I have been placed upon in this life. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. I love sitting out here on my porch. Like, I love plants and I love nature. I love the clouds. I'm so grateful for, I've got like my little poofer thing that's making it smell good, my fan, my scriptures, my journal, my music that I listen to, and my oils, and just, this is how we connect to the Spirit. This is how we slow down, we stop, we close our eyes, we pray, we listen, we meditate, we receive, we stop. We have to just slow down and be still. And slowing down, being still could be you walking in the woods. That is slowing down and being still and being present and being with God and feeling His Spirit, having eyes to see and ears to hear. We can't find that when we're so busy in this world, doing, constantly running, going, stressing, anxious, depressed, overwhelmed, full of addictions, full of numbing, full of just running away from God. We are running away from God. We are turning away. We are turning into the pillars of salt. We are like, we're so distracted by this world, and all we have to do is just stop, be still, get present, open our hearts, our souls, our minds, our everything, and surrender it all and let him truly. I'm so grateful. Got two little birds sitting on my fence and a big one coming flying in. Little mama bird with the red wings. That was on my heart to share today. It's been a little while since I have recorded anything. I've been in a process of moving and settling and just getting into a normal routine and taking care of my body, because I have I've not been healthy with my choices and just all sorts of stuff. So that's what I've been up to. Focusing on the things that are really, really important in this life. And I'm just so grateful. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I just want to be of service. I want to be of service to other people who are where I have been, who have experienced, like, just wherever you are, like, on your path. I mean, we can all relate in so many different kinds of ways, and what you're going through, it may not be exactly the same as me, but I mean, I'm sure that we have similar feelings, that we all experience similar feelings and emotions, and all of the experiences. It's not about the experiences that we have in this life. It's about how we're showing up to them and what feelings we're bringing, the emotions, just all of the stuff that we're bringing into this world. It's not about anything else that's happening. This is it's like just a play, and we're in it, and we're the characters, and how are we showing up for ourselves and for people in this world? And I'm just learning. I've been learning a lot about just so many things, and I want to help other people to have what I have, to have peace in the storms of life, to recognize our own behaviors are creating our life. We are creating our life that we live in and that we're experiencing. And all of our wounding, all of our traumas, all of our experiences that have just been piled on for years and years and years, however old you are. I mean, that is how many years plus generations past, plus our ancestry and all of their behaviors and all of their little idiosyncrasies and things that we get from them, the reasons we think how we think and do what we do, and and just weird little things. We all have them because I mean it's just part of who we have become in this life, in this world, in this experience that we're having. And it's just so important to become aware of that, to see it, to know that you are your biggest problem. We are our biggest challenge. Because we're not a problem. And see, and that's an old thought, that we are a problem. We're not even a problem. You see how that is? We're able to recognize that I'm not a problem. I may have problems within my life, but they're not mine. They're not my problems. I did not create those. And yet I did, because I was so unconscious and because I did not know and I did not realize. And so now I'm in a place of knowing. I'm in a place of seeing, of hearing, of recognizing, and of actually showing up consistently and doing something different to change it. And it is a hard, painful process, but it is so worth it, because then, I mean, it's just miraculous. It's miraculous. And it just takes one step at a time, one day at a time, and it's just opening our hearts to recognize that, holy crap, what am I in? Where has my life become? Like, how did I get here? I've been there. I've been there so many times. At the bottom of bottles, at the bottom of pills, at the bottom of like my shower, in the bottom of just so deep down that I would rather have not been alive than to continue living how I was. But I knew, and I understood, and I had faith, and I knew that I was not in the dark alone, that in that darkness, in the depths of my pain and suffering and misery and hurt and depression and suicidal thoughts, that even in that depth of a pit, that I was not alone, that my Savior was sitting there in the chair next to me and on the floor next to me, with his arms wrapped around me, helping me to know that he was there. So I can relate to you who are out there in pain and who are suffering and who don't know what to do and who feel suicidal and depressed and anxious and worried and fearful and just all of it. I'm still working through so many of my own personal things, but I'm not where I was. I'm not who I was. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Even though who I was, I love her. She did the best that she knew. And I bring all of the goodness with me forward into who I am, because she has helped me to become who I am today through all the experiences, through all the traumas, through all of just the pain and the suffering and the hurt and the anger and the rage and just all of it. I am that, and I have experienced it, and I know it, and I have felt it, and it still comes up out of me. Like, I still have experiences where these things are still purging out of me, even today. And it's like, it may be a lifelong process, it may never go away, but it gets less and less, and I'm aware more and more, and I see it, and I can understand it, and I can have compassion with myself, and I can have understanding, and I feel forgiveness. I don't have to live with guilt and shame and pain. We don't have to live in the fears of so much that we have learned in this life. And I'm just so grateful. I have so much gratitude. And that is such a place to start, is what do you have to be grateful for? You know, I can remember many times in my life being so focused on all that was wrong. Everything was wrong. It just sucked. I mean, I was angry and bitter, and all I saw was all the things that was wrong and all the things that would go bad, and just I was so negative and heavy, and that is such a frequency of just so much pain and suffering. And usually in that state, we're also making choices with food that we're soothing. We're eating a lot. We're eating just so much like sugar and carbohydrates, and carbonation is another one, you know, just sweet sugary drinks, and just we are in a place where we don't care. And I've been there, and I know it, and I've experienced it. I feel it. And I hate knowing that there are so many people out there who are just stuck in that state of being, because we don't have to. We don't have to. No matter what has happened to us in this life, we do not have to stay there. And it's very simple. Start with gratitude. Start with gratitude. And just sitting still and surrendering. You just got to surrender it. We just have to surrender it. And what does that mean? What does it mean to surrender? Oh, we surrender daily. I surrender daily things. It's a process, and it takes time, and the wonderful thing is, what is time? I mean, truly, I mean, we're in eternity, so this is it. We're in it. So how do we want to spend it? We can bring heaven to this earth. We don't have to like wait for it. We can live in it. And it's just one day at a time, one choice at a time, one just choosing to see it, choosing to face it, choosing to face the light and see it and want it, and that God becomes the number one thing in your life. God and Jesus and your spirit. You are the number one thing in your life. And when you focus on them, they help us. They help us to get rid of all that stuff so that we can focus truly through love, and not through our codependency, clinging, addictive, sick ways of being with people. I mean, I've lived a whole life of that as well. And it's in surrendering ourselves, and surrendering our people, and just being, instead of controlling everything, just being a support in it happening, because God is working miracles. And I love him, and I love my Jesus. I love when people call him my Jesus, because he is my Jesus. He is my friend. He's my strength. He's been my clarity. He's been my, like, even whenever I haven't understood him or known him or anything, like, he's always been there, and I know that, and I so know that today. I have felt his arms wrapped around me in dreams. I have seen him laying in a boat just watching me. He is just laying there in a boat on the other side of the river just watching me, like laying there resting in the boat. And I just love knowing that he is there. and that we can be with him, we can commune with him, he can help us to change our lives. I mean, I'm just so grateful. So that is all that I have to do. Thank you for being here with me if you are, and I would love to hear your thoughts. I would just love to know like where you are in your life, where you are on your path, like where are you? What do you need support with? Like, I mean, I there's so many people in this world who, like, communities who are there to just support and lift and encourage, and I can't do it for everybody. I can only do it for who I can do that for personally, but we can build community. Like, I see that we can build up people and strengthen one another and give encouragement and just have a safe place to share and to grow and to just support one another through all of it. And I would love to create something like that for people to just help one another. And we can't do it by ourselves. Like, I know that because I'm a major recluse and I love to be by myself, but we can't do it by ourselves. Like, I've had to reach out. We have to have people around us to show us our triggers, to show us our mirrors, to relate with, to work through all of the things that we work through. I had to take a season for myself to get myself well, so that I could hear and see and recognize all these things. And so now I feel like now the season is changing, and so now it's more about my relationship with my husband, who is the next person in my life that, like, he is my masculine person. He is the person that, like, shows me so much about myself, my feminine self, and just my partner. We've been together for 30 years, 36 years, 31 married almost. And, like, he's been my best friend since we were 14, 15 years old. And we've just gone through a whole life full of a lot of stuff. And we both have a lot of stuff. He is my person in this world that we've gone through the most with. And now we are in a healing for our relationship. And we can only heal the relationships around us if we are healed ourselves, and if we are doing the work on ourselves to heal relationships. Otherwise, they just stay dysfunctional, and we stay needing to stay in dances that are dysfunctional and that hurt each other. And we don't want to hurt one another. We love one another, all of us. We love people. None of us want to hurt other people with our behaviors, but we do because we're so unconscious and because we're living through heavy states of fear and anxiety and depression and just all the things. And we affect one another. And so as we heal ourselves, we're able to heal those relationships around us in good, healthy ways, especially when we bring God into it and we bring Jesus into it and we bring their spirit, and we're open to, like, looking at ourselves, because I'm half of it. And so there's just so much, and we've been through so much, and we have so much that we also want to offer as we're in our healing, because we have been together for 37 years, I don't know, a long time. And we've experienced a lot of life, and we've experienced the things that break up marriages. We've experienced all of the things that break up marriages, and we're still together, and it's not easy. And yet it is. That's the amazing thing about it, is that it is. And it can be. And we're in the process of creating our heaven on this earth, because why not? I mean, God has made us creators, and we have the capacity to create to the best of our ability in this world. And yet more than that, because with God and with Jesus, anything is possible, like anything. And so I love that. And I want to bring the same to other people. And I don't know, like, how or what or when or where or why or any of it. I'm just showing up and throwing it out there. So that is all. Thank you if you have stayed this long. I love you. Like, thank you for listening to me and holding a space for me to share and for me to express my experiences, and just being able to offer you or anyone out there any kind of support that I possibly can. So, thank you.